Hello everybody, welcome to our 8th episode of our Cyberpunk Let's Play. Now, normally I wouldn't be doing an intro video for one of these new session episodes because we kind of go over it in the beginning of the episode. However, if you guys notice, at the end of episode 7, we had everybody at the night market still, and there was some stuff that was going to go down with CD Driver. Unfortunately, via technical difficulty, I lost the entire second half of that session, so CD Driver's adventures and what goes on in the night market and the tensions that arise, unfortunately, are lost to time. So those who saw it live with us, you've got a bonus of exclusive for that moment no longer exists recorded. All that being said, what happened was CD Driver was outside watching the car and noticed these two hot rods for the Wraiths clan kind of drove around the block and kind of raised tensions around the area. He watches two Wraiths, gang members, go inside the night market, and as he's doing that, he notices on a gas station, an old Chew 2 station further down the block, two bikers show up in Wraith colors, and he goes to investigate. Essentially, he blocks off a line of sight to the doorway after he sees that one of the gang members has a sniper rifle. There's a spotter and a sniper, and they go up on top of the overhang for the Chew 2 station. Well, CD goes over there, sneaks up, and manages to kill both the Wraiths, and lets the guys inside know something's going down. Inside, the rest of the group kind of sees that El Pache from the Sangre, the guy they did the show for in the first episode, he shows up, and the Wraiths are eyeballing him like crazy. So they kind of put two and two together. After CD kills the two assassins, El Pache leaves unscathed, and the rest of the characters go about their business, collect everything they need. And it turns out that after CD gets the sniper rifle in the case, he sees a picture of El Pache and a bank account number, which, after a little detective work from Z on the net, they find out the bank that the account number is to and decide that they're eventually going to have to go check that out and see who's trying to kill El Pache. After that, they all head back to the hotel. They have a calm night, but they still haven't heard from Vox. They've tried to send him messages and call him. His agent is not responding. They don't know what's going on, and so we're picking up the next morning. Happy Monday Night City, it's Johnny, your morning talker here on WPGM 150. Man, what a crazy weekend, huh? Now, locally, we all love the new trash, but what the hell is up with them hanging out with a low-time punk band like Slogans for Shirts? Word has it, they got all sorts of cozy at Ground Zero after the TNT show, and Truman and Z were seen out later on a date that weekend. What the hell is going on, people? Oil and water don't mix. Combined with rumors of SFS meeting with DM Music Management, could a record deal be on the horizon? We know that Slogan sales spiked after the TNT concert, so are we seeing a hat trick from the little-known band? We'll talk about it more after a word from our sponsors.
At Rockland Augmentics, we believe that cyberware can restore functionality and improve quality of life. So whether you're in need of a replacement limb or just want to upgrade yourself to meet the changing needs of today's world, remember, Rockland Augmentics will provide the best cyberware you can get anywhere. Next time you see your doc, ask about our sports line. Rockland Augmentics. Cyberware for humans, by humans.
You won't be the wimp anymore with Pro Kibble. It's scientifically designed to rebuild the molecular fibers of your muscles, stronger, faster, and better with 12 creatic amino acids. And it's delicious.
Connecting your best possible self to your best possible result. Ziggurat. Connecting everything.
You give your all to everyone else. Let Kibble give some of that back. 12 creatic amino acids and microbuilders that are proven to reweave the molecular fibers of your muscles stronger, faster, and better. Now in kiwi flavor. Experience the exotic. Continental brands. Nice food, nice life.
Need a drink that can keep you going at 4 in the morning? Your chum's leaving you in the dust? You need Smash Energy. Smash! Kick your other habits in the face. Smash! High energy, high life.
Hey everybody, welcome back, and here we go with, I think this is our is this our fourth or fifth? Which one is this?
This is our fourth.
Fourth. Oh my God, we don't even know. Our next episode of our Cyberpunk Red campaign. Now, we have an interesting spot where we left off last game. That was everybody in the band went to the night market. It's set for Vox. Vox went and had a meeting with their manager, Tyra, and has been pretty much incommunicado all evening until early morning on Monday.
That's bro code, man. You don't interrupt that shit.
None of us wanted to know what he was doing.
Nope.
Well, you're about to find the fuck out. So, Monday morning, after you guys' visit to the night market and the issue with the wraiths that got kind of taken care of by CD Driver quietly.
I mean, secret agent man.
Yeah. So, after the assassin did assassin things that we don't talk about in polite company, you guys...
Or any company.
Right. You guys came back home, settled your shit, got stuff taken care of. You know, Polly started putting her stuff together for the optics she wants to put inside her helmet. Everything was going fine, except nobody had heard from Vox. You guys tried calling, got no response, went to voicemail. And as I said, you guys went to bed, you still had not heard from Vox. So the next
Finally
morning...
got home, went on a date.
He didn't come back. Yeah, Z went on a date, and we just heard about that, and paparazzi were there, apparently. So that's a thing. Now... The next morning, which is a Monday, around 9 o'clock, Max, your nomad friend, your bandmate, says he has to go. He gets a call from his family. He has to head out and take care of some family business. They're coming by to pick him up. So he's going to leave the vehicle with you guys, the SUV, if you need to use it during the day. He literally packs his gear and heads out. He's only expecting to be gone for the day, maybe 2 at most, but it's something he has to take care of. He can't bring you guys with. It's strictly Snake Nation people. So he heads out, leaves you guys the SUV. Polly knows how to start the thing. She knows, and so does the CD. Actually, everybody, I think, knows how to turn the car on with the starter that he has involved in it. So he leaves. You guys have a very quiet morning. Vox still isn't back. You guys have this hotel room that you guys set up with the extra money you got from your new gigs. Well, actually, your new sales. And around 10 o'clock is when you finally get a phone call from Vox. Now, Vox, who are you calling?
I'd be calling probably Polly.
All right. So Polly's agent starts ringing as you're getting ready for the day, and it's Vox's agent number.
Dude, where are you?
I need you to come and pick us up. I need you to get here quick.
What?
I don't know if she's gonna make it.
Whoa, what'd you do to her?
I didn't do anything to her. We got kidnapped.
Oh, shit. Send me your coordinates.
I'll send him the coordinates.
The
Try and
shit
get here
happens,
before she
I
bleeds
wake
out.
up.
Tara's bleeding out. We gotta go. I'm grabbing my gear, my weapons, fucking heading out to the vehicle.
Yep. Z's up like a fucking shot.
All right.
Followed by a quick, oh, that was a bad idea.
So Z and Polly start just getting their gear and getting set up real quick in the morning. What does CD do?
Nothing. I'll continue to sleep unless someone wakes me up.
Oh, no, I'm not being
I'd
quiet.
say Z will actually
Being loud
reach
as
over and
fuck.
knock him awake. Hey, get up. We got shit to do.
What shit?
Well, apparently Tyra's bleeding out and something happened to Vox, so let's go.
Okay, I'll get up.
Just another day in the Corps.
Right?
Why are you so... Never mind. I don't want to know.
So the coordinates basically that Vox sends to Polly, they're in Haywood. It's probably about, I'd say, 3 miles from you guys, because you guys stayed in the industrial district as well at the cheaper hotels. So it's not that far away. But when you burst out through the hotel door and start heading towards the vehicle, you can hear massive sounds of gunfire in the distance. Again, not that uncommon in Night City. It's just that this seems relatively close and definitely in the direction that he's telling you he's at right now.
Okay. I'll arm up and get in the fucking vehicle.
Yep, Z's grabbing her guns.
Who is driving?
I can drive unless someone else feels more appropriately apt to do so.
If you got drive, go for
I'd
it.
say if you've got drive, take it.
So you guys run down to the SUV, get in the vehicle, doors slam shut, CD just kicks the engine over, and you guys start blaring down the street towards that direction. Polly's got directions. She's basically calling out to CD where to go. It's pretty straightforward. There's not a lot of turns involved, but I do need to make at least one drive roll as you guys are speeding that direction, unless you want to go at a safe speed.
They're not going to let me go to safe speed, and I
Probably
am too
not.
tired to argue. So sure, I will. I will drive like the bat out of hell that they so demand.
Wow. All right. So with an 18, you manage to basically keep yourself on the road, keep yourself out of other vehicles' lanes, and stay relatively safe. You maybe have like a little bit of a scrape here and there as you're rounding some corners, like into oncoming traffic when you have the red, but it's getting a little crazy. You manage to maintain the vehicle. The SUV that he has from Snake Nation that Matt's appropriated is handling incredibly well. So this thing's just following your commands as you give them, and it's going fucking great. Now you guys start coming upon this bridge that goes up and over some of the industrial parks, and from what Polly's got, he's underneath that overpass, essentially. Now, as you're getting closer and closer to that area, you see these series of warehouses that are kind of become a bit of a war zone. There are two police cruisers parked by a warehouse that looks like part of this door was blown away, and there's a bunch of gang members firing heavy fucking munitions at the police, and they're just in an all-out shootout. And it looks like it's going on for probably about 10-15 minutes because there's dead cops, there's dead gang members. You don't really recognize the gang, you don't have time to really look or inclination, you're trying to get to your buddy, but that's going on like half a block from that overpass.
Jeez.
No.
Okay, is all this shit a part of what we're going to go pick up Z from?
I'm right here.
I'm
need to
sorry,
make you-
not Z.
I need to make sure
Our
you
singer.
have coffee in the morning.
Vox.
Yeah.
Memo to me. Make sure you have a smash every time you wake up.
Yeah, I was looking at my comm screen right when I. Anyways, yeah.
It
So
is-
is that a part of?
I don't know. All I have is coordinates of where to pick them up.
You guys
Cool.
zoom by, and for CD's edification, you see a bunch of blood all over the asphalt, like a trail leading from that gunfight down towards that overpass. Like somebody lost a lot of blood. For Vox, that gunfight that, when you started to get away when the cops showed up, it's still going. It has been going and it hasn't stopped. If anything, it's gotten more and more intense. But you hear the engine of a vehicle approaching at a really, really high speed. It sounds familiar. You've heard that car enough that you guys got it. It sounds like the SUV that Max drives. Now, once you hear that vehicle, you also hear Tyra's agents start beeping off an alert. It says, "Attention, seek medical attention immediately. Attention, seek medical attention immediately." And it's flashing red because her biomonitor is hooked up to her agent to monitor her vital signs.
Right. I'll pick her up and I'll do a quick look to make sure it's them coming. Like
You
I'll
kind
pop
of-
my head up and kind of look.
You kind of put your head, your back against the overpass wall and kind of slide on over and kind of peer over. You see that SUV is coming down your way. Like right now, it's actually Max's car, but Max doesn't seem to be driving.
Okay.
When we get within
I'll pick her up
30
and I'll
yards,
start.
I'm popping the back doors open.
Okay.
I'll start hauling ass with her.
The second the back doors pop open, I'm reaching out to help pull people in.
All right. So you guys pop the back door as CD kind of goes underneath the bridge, slides around, and Vox runs. Basically, he has to carry Tyra. You can see her entire left arm is almost gone. It's shredded from the shoulder down to her elbow and then just missing. She's got shrapnel bits, metal shards all up on her side. She's bleeding horrifically. She's not conscious. Whenever Vox comes towards the car, you can tell he's having to carry/drag her to the vehicle. And he's not looking good either. He's got a shard of metal sticking in his throat, so his voice is kind of occasionally giving like a weird spark and tone that he's not meaning to give off because his cyborg got jacked by shrapnel. He's got a couple other pieces in his body as well that he's bleeding from rather badly.
In the mask, the jaw part starts down here and kind of comes all the way up here. That entire piece is gone. You can see my exposed jaw.
Okay.
Luckily, that shrapnel isn't in my neck because my neck is that Vox. You can see in this. It's cyberware, so it's jammed into the metal.
Yep.
If I didn't have that, I would have died.
Step 1, first aid on Tyra.
So you guys pull her into the back of the SUV, close the doors, and you give it your all with your medical. Wow. So a 23 or 22. Wow, pretty good. When you go over, she's already been stabilized, but she can't hold on this way forever. She's gonna bleed out unless you guys get her somewhere. You got her the best she possibly can. You can see that Vox at some point had applied a tourniquet. Looks like a part of his shirt or his jacket that he wrapped around her and cut the circulation off to kind of make sure she doesn't just bleed out right there. But she's in very, very bad shape. Now
We need to get her to a hospital now.
Your options are a hospital, a Ripper Doc. Those are really the only two you have. At least until
suggest go to
Vox's
Ripper
phone.
Doc.
Say Ripper Doc.
Give me directions.
Don't get the corpse in the way.
Vox's phone starts to ring.
I'll look at it first. I'm not just gonna fucking answer it.
You see when you look at your agent as CD is kind of pulling you guys up around the other side of the underpass and going back onto the road, that on your agent it's a picture of a individual in a white suit and a white hat. The face is like that old like 3D icon. It's just like a gray matte, and it says in the bottom, Mr. White.
Oh shit. I'll answer it. What do you need, Mr. White?
Mr. Vox, it comes to my attention that your associate and manager is in some rather sad straits.
How did you find that out?
Because I'm monitoring her agent, and her biomonitor has been alerting me.
Yeah, we're trying to take her to a Ripper Doc. Not going to take her to a hospital. Something just happened.
A little bit of static kind of goes through the avatar that you see. It's just an icon, so it gets a little staticky, like, a little fuzz comes up on the picture. And you see the head tilt, and then it twitches and it tilts again, almost like a Max Hedron type situation. He says, I can get you to a discreet hospital that has the best medical care.
Yes.
Excellent. You're going to want to leave where you're currently at. You're in Haywood, from what I can see.
Just send me coordinates.
Very well. He sends you coordinates out of New Westbrook near the executive zone.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull you guys over to the map so you can see where that is.
I will forward that to Polly and be like, go here.
I will forward it to I'll just keep giving directions to CD.
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
no, I thought Polly was driving. I'll send him to CD.
And since we're going to New Westbrook, since that happens to be my local expert, I want to figure out where it is we're going.
So the routing that you're being given, like the directions and, well, not just directions, but also the coordinates, as when Polly looks it up, it's actually it's an Arasaka clinic that is known, since you have local expert, to be very hush-hush when it comes to dealing with people under the table.
All right, I'll pass that info along to everybody.
Yeah, it's a clinic run by Arasaka, so it's probably got some good triage doctors, since Arasaka does security and they do a lot of like Merc and like, I guess, corporate policing. So this is probably a pretty good facility, to be completely honest.
Right.
But that also means it's probably incredibly fucking pricey.
Well, can't really have a band without a manager now, can we?
Yeah.
All
we
that
can,
information.
but-
I'm gonna
Well,
look.
yeah,
I'm
we
gonna look.
can, but
I'm gonna look at Fox. Who the fuck is Mr. White?
all right, so this is just crazy shit happened, right? So last night we went and had some dinner. I found out that the record label, they just need to know basically what we need to purchase for the show, and they'll send them the list and they'll get it for us, in essence. If we still decide we want to go that route, which I don't have a problem doing, assuming we're going to trash the shit on stage. Mr. White basically approached and offered us some stage time at Ground Zero, the place where TNT just played, and other stage venues and times. There's no money involved, just stage time. The catch is that we need to highlight all of our anti-continental songs, which we kind of do anyways.
And he's sending us
wait
to
a minute.
Arasaka
He's also-
Hospital.
He's also offered us some radio play.
Just for the
Now-
anti-continental shit.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this guy?
He's sending
I
us
don't
to an
know much about
Arasaka
it.
hospital. It's got to be Arasaka, right?
Maybe.
Not necessarily. You can.
But
have
anyways,
people
we're
owe you
doing
all over the
dinner.
place.
We're doing dinner and we're talking. We're kind of getting shit figured out. And the Wild Things bust into the restaurant that we were in, and they start throwing grenades and just shooting people, and ended up knocking out Tyra and I. And we woke up in his warehouse out. I'll just point back to where we came from, and fucking Wilson was there. You remember that asshole that we were talking shit to when we were performing? That we got him and his buddies beat the shit out of.
Yeah.
That fucking guy hired that gang to fuck us up. They were gonna kill us. They were gonna rip all my shit out and sell my shit on the black market. They were gonna kill us. Those fucking cunts.
All right. Add him to the list of people we need information on.
One
But
one thing.
They
Pretty
was-
sure that's Hall, isn't it, Ray?
Yeah, it's Wilson Hall. He's the guy who.
We're already going after it.
Yeah. So for CD, the weird thing that's going on right now is when you hit an intersection, you're getting all greens the entire way.
Apparently,
hey,
Mr. White don't play.
Vox. If you want to finish your story,
Fox and cat.
That was pretty much the end of the story. We woke
Yeah.
up.
well, no,
They left, and they left a guy to watch us basically while they were going to go figure out where they were going to hawk my parts basically. And this fucking idiot that they left got high as fuck, so we found our chance to break out basically, grabbed our shit. But on our way out, the alarm was triggered, and whoever was in some of the other rooms or something started throwing grenades, and that's what we got hit with. I'll lift my arm, and I'm all fucking stuck with shrapnel and shit. I don't look good at all. Like, I was bleeding pretty bad myself. And
Gotta
I just
first
took
aid
her to
him
where-
too.
I just took
Okay.
her to where I could work on her to stop her from dying. She was bleeding out.
With a 13, Z can safely pull the bits of metal and wood out of his wounds. That door you guys passed that had been blown outward, it looked like, there are bits of that type of material stuck in his side that you're pulling out and managing to staunch the bleeding before it starts, going too bad. He doesn't really need stabilization. He is stable. He's not critically wounded. It's just you're keeping it from getting worse when you pull the wounds, clean, I guess, by pulling the shrapnel out of them.
To give you an idea how much damage I took like a quarter of my hit points, or I have a quarter of my hit points left. I got fucked up.
Ray, what would I roll to safely remove shrapnel out of his voice box without damaging it further?
Basic tech.
Basic tech or cyber tech?
Oh, that's right. Cyber tech, I would agree with.
Cybertech.
A 19. So as the vehicle's bouncing around and you're hitting all these green lights and CD's just kind of flying down the road towards, New Westbrook, you get in the back and your cybernetic tool hand comes to be vital in this little operation you pull. You manage to extract the bits of metal shrapnel and a couple of pieces of larger chunks of wood that have been blown out from the doorway frame into him. Without damaging the stuff around it. But this is going to be a repair. You're going to have to take some time. He probably doesn't have a lot of functionality of recording, etc. with his VOTS unit right now because it's completely fucked up.
Right. All right, we're going to need spare parts, bud.
Yeah, well, we made some money, so may as well use it, right?
Sure.
About that time, you guys kind of peel into this clinic's parking lot. Now, you do see there's security there, and there actually is one of those drop bridges, a little guardrail that kind of comes down to block off the parking lot from unauthorized access. But as you guys start screaming up and the wheels kind of squeal on the asphalt towards this entrance, it opens up. It goes straight on up. And as you guys fly past that checkpoint, you see the Arasaka guard just kind of watch you go by. Doesn't say shit, just watches you go, boom. And you guys peel into the emergency room entrance, essentially. As you guys pull up, there are already 3 or 4 attendants waiting. So as you get there, they go to immediately, they check the side of the car, see that Tyra's in the back, and they go to the back door to open it up.
I'll open it for him, obviously.
The guy you open it to is a larger man. He is wearing scrubs. He snaps his fingers and just kind of gestures the other two over him. He's like, we got this person here now. Someone get the fucking table. And he looks over at Vox and looks through the rest of the back of the SUV and goes, this is the... You guys are with White, right?
Yep.
It's not.
I'd say Z just nods.
He just kind of goes, okay, good. We'll get you all set up. I got 2 admittance. So who's the other? And he kind of looks over and sees Vox. All right.
Yep.
Can you walk?
Yes.
All right, because right now we got to get her in. I can't be too nice with you. I can't give you kid gloves, so you're going to have to buck up.
Go. Quit wasting time. We'll get him in there.
The stretcher comes out. The 2 of the guys that came in kind of like pull Tyra out, throw her on, and start rushing in. The other guy just kind of grabs Vox's uninjured arm and starts rushing him into the emergency entrance. The doors open. They slide in. The doors shut, leaving the 3 of you guys, CD, Z, and Polly, out in the parking lot, well, by the emergency entrance, in the SUV. Vox, you get separated from Tyra once you guys get past the main lobby. This guy basically ushers you into a side room. It's not an operating room. It's more of a clinical examination room. Basically has you lay down, take off your shirt if you can. If not, he's going to cut it. And he just starts going over your wounds. Whatever shrapnel...
I'll take everything except my mask off. I'll leave the mask clipped to my my neck here.
Okay. Whatever shrapnel that Z did not get to, he does get to, and you feel him start to stitch you up. He does kind of spray like a hypo towards your wounds to kind of numb the area as he's working, but you feel that pressure of the stitches being done, and as he's cleaning things out. You hear a couple of codes go off down the hall from where they took Tyra, and shit just goes insane. It sounds like chaos out there.
That's completely out of my wheelhouse. I'm letting them do what they got to do.
Okay. Within 45 minutes, you're patched up. The attendant with you doesn't have a name tag. Actually, you've noticed that nobody here in this clinic has a name tag. He just kind of looks at you, is like, you should be good to go. I'm going to give you some medication to kind of ease the pain. Get bed rest. Don't be doing any stupid shit that you edge runners do. It's going to tear your stitches right back open, and you're going to be right back here within a day if you do. All right? Good. He goes over to one of the cabinets. You see him kind of do a bioscan, like his hand goes on the like a palm reader. It opens up, just kind of a small hiss as it kind of slides open the 2 doors. He grabs a couple of bottles of different types of medication, puts them on the counter. It closes itself. He just kind of points to him, like, you're going to take one of each of these every day. It's going to be infection and for pain. You should be fine. All right? Now, I can't deal with the cyberware right now. That wasn't part of the deal.
I got somebody who can.
All right, good. Your bill is completely done and paid for. You can walk out. If you need any follow-ups, because of this visit and these injuries, they're going to be taken care of for free.
Good to know. Thanks.
Yep. And he'll just walk off like just another day at the office for him. But as he hits the lobby area, you see from another part of the hospital or this clinic, another stretcher comes in with what looks like wounded, like corporate security and some police officers. And they're being just carted straight down that hall that Tyra went to as well. And as you walk out and look over, it's the critical care wing.
Fair enough. Yeah, I'll head out.
Okay. 45 minutes go by. You guys sit there. Nobody comes and tells you to move, but you guys do see like essentially an ambulance show up, and some trauma team shows up as well. They kind of land from their airlifting AVs, and they basically offload a couple of police officers and some corporate security back into the clinic itself. After that, you see Vox walk out. He's wearing like no shirt. He's all bandaged up though along his chest and his side, his torso. He's got a little white paper bag with medication that jingles as he walks.
Yeah, I'll head to the van and hop in. I'll set my armor and shit like that down on Polytechnic's workstation, and then once it's just us and I close the door, I'll pop off my helmet and put that on there too, and just kind of fucking lay down.
Okay.
I got my ass kicked.
Yeah, I'll kick the engine on again and just kind of look to the back. Where are we off to?
Somewhere away.
Someone should probably wait for Tyra.
I want to know what the fuck's going on with her.
Yeah.
She'll be all right. She's gonna be here a lot longer than me.
Shouldn't we at least wait for word?
You got
Oh, we're
phones?
gonna find out what happens, man.
She's got her number.
Yeah, what if she can't call us and the doctors are looking for us to fucking let us know whether or not she's alive or dead?
We don't have any control over that. It's all Mr. White.
I mean,
My bill was paid for.
somebody wants to stay here, they can stay here. I don't know.
I'll stay.
Not going to begrudge anybody.
I gotta start planning going after this Wilson fuckhead.
Well, okay. Where do you want us to meet you?
I'll meet you guys back at the hotel.
Okay.
Z will hop out of the car and just wait outside.
Okay.
I'm just going to go around the block because I don't think they're going to let her stay.
Okay. So CD pulls off. You guys pass that security checkpoint again. The Arasaka guard just kind of gives you a nod as you guys drive out. Outside, Z's there for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. You see the trauma team AV kind of take off and go back into the air once its cargo has been offloaded, essentially, leaving a couple of small scorch marks on the asphalt from where the jets and the thrusters kind of lifted it off. A little bit after that, you see that same main attendant that came out and took charge of everything going on in the vehicle. He walks out and lights up a cigarette. He looks at you, he's like, hey, what are you waiting around for?
Waiting to see what happens with her.
Oh, it's going to be a day or two.
You have no way to get a hold of any of us? Other than through White?
We have White's number. He said everything was going through him.
Well, hopefully he calls and lets us know. How's it looking?
Well, we're got to excise the rest of the damaged tissue, so she's losing the entire left arm. We're going to replace it, though. It's what he ordered, so...
Who is this guy?
Somebody with money. That's all I know. So you guys have a nice benefactor, if nothing else. And if you don't know who he is, then you just fucking struck the gold mine, lady.
Z's actually gonna light a fucking cigarette. She's the drummer. She doesn't need fucking vocal cords. Or lungs.
Yeah, he just casually... He leans against, like, one of the entrances and just smokes. He's out for, like, 15 minutes. He doesn't really talk unless you bring anything up. He's just here to have a quick break, a quick breather, and head back into the hellhole that's inside.
Nah, I'd say he gave me the best update he can. At this point, it's touch and go, especially if she's going to be here at least a couple of days and get this shit fixed.
Yeah, she got really messed up.
At which point, Polly gets a message from Z, just giving the quick report.
Wow, as soon as we leave and we pass the guard, I am fucking up on Fox, moving his head, looking at looking at all the things that are broken or missing, grabbing the helmet and looking at it and going, "We just need a new helmet. Yeah, I can't fix this shit." And trying to figure out and like mentally make a list of what the fuck I need to go get.
Ironically, a couple of the cabling connections got fucked up in his throat, and you have a whole ton of cable you just picked up
I do.
at the night market, so you can make some stuff work with that.
Lucky son of a bitch, I already got these parts.
Yep, and
Good.
some of the smaller components that got damaged, you can repurpose from the optics that you kind of
the
salvaged.
optics that I didn't use, yeah.
Yep. So you have everything you need. It's going to use up all that shit, well, except for all the wire, because you have a ton of that cable.
I got a ton of wire.
But you can do it what you have in here. It's just going to take time. And some tech checks, cyber tech checks.
Sure.
Well, it's good because I got time to heal. I don't have a choice.
Yeah. No, you don't.
But yeah, Polly gets the update, and Z will kind of stay there a little bit longer.
It'll go off, and I'll fucking pop it up. Oh. Well, Tara's going to be there for like a day and a half or two. Might as well go back and pick up Z.
Yep. I kind of figured that was going to be the case.
As CD finishes the loop around the around the area.
Z will just step under the guardrail and salute the guy up in the van.
He just kind of gives you a nod as you head out. He seems to have been like used to this type of stuff. People just show up that he knows has permission to be there. He's like, all right, hey, cool, have fun. Go do you, I guess. And you guys kind of pull off. So everybody's in the SUV. You guys have left the facility. Vox gets another phone call. As
Check it out.
you check it out, like you kind of lift it up and over your head while, you've got fucking Polly going at your throat.
Polly's in his lap, moving his head around.
Like, just fucking sit still, you son of a bitch, and stop hitting all those bumps. So, it's Mr. White again. You can see it on your ID.
I'll put it on speakerphone. Yeah, Mr. White.
When you speak, since Polly's kind of, wrist deep in your fucking vocal cords, essentially, it comes out slightly distorted and a little off tone. I trust everything was taken care of in a satisfactory manner.
Yeah, it's appreciated.
I'm sure that there's appreciation, but this isn't free.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Good. I need you to do a show as soon as possible.
Where at?
Ground Zero is where I have set for you right now. And you'll see the image, the icon for him kind of does that weird glitch again. However, I can hold out for another venue if you have one that you feel is more appropriate. We need to get your message out to more people.
Let me discuss it with the band, and
Very well.
we'll call you back.
The number you have will work for a couple of calls, but it is not a permanent number. It's being bounced through different, sites.
Can you update us on Tyra's situation when you get updates?
I'll let you know when she's fine.
All right.
He'll hang up.
I'll get back to you soon. Yeah.
So as you go, I'll get back to you. You just hear go click, and the line goes dead.
Yeah, I get the feeling all those free shows he was looking for are now being used to pay for
Free
your
shows
surgery
my
and
fucking
hers.
ass.
I'd say now they're being used to pay for Vox's medical care and Tyra's. They're replacing her
Motherfucker.
entire arm.
Well, if that was a given, I mean, shit, they're not gonna VAT clone an arm.
Maybe
Okay.
we get that list.
Where
Maybe
next?
we get that list over to them, get all that stuff, and do a show by the end of the week and burn all the shit on stage there.
You got some resting to do, motherfucker.
Yeah, I'd say you're going to be out of
gotta
commission for
work.
at least a week, boo.
So as CD's driving, where are you guys heading?
Yeah.
As CD's like, hey
I'm
guys,
just
we're
cruising. I don't know.
Just back to the hotel. That's where Polly left all her stuff anyway.
I didn't leave shit there. I got all my shit right in the back.
Never mind then.
I'm just not gonna work on him while fucking we're bouncing around.
Well, we
That's
can't
fine.
use
That's a little bit more complex than ripping shit out.
can't use him to go after the halls just yet.
well, you could. He just couldn't. Well, he's still hurt, obviously, and he's for that day he would not regain any health back. So the way healing works is, by the way, on a cheat sheet now for you all. But the way healing works is for
Right.
every day of low activity, like bed rest, you gain your body back in hit points. If you
It's gonna be a hot minute.
if you do rough activity or strenuous activity during that time, you don't recover hit points for that day.
Oh,
Well,
God.
we're all
The body
basically
worth?
homeless,
Oh man, that's
so
good.
not
That's true.
super worried about us laying low while he heals up. There's nothing incredibly pressing that's going to be needed from him. And quite
Right.
frankly, as the DJ, I would just like to state, I don't really give a shit if we do any shows until our vocalist is functional.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Because
Yep.
we don't need to keep on going back.
Also,
True.
we hardly don't make any money from doing shows, and the ones we do have available, they don't want to pay us. So I'm in no fucking rush to do any
The
shows.
only
for
money,
anybody.
the only money we're end up making anywhere is selling merch.
Yup.
The only money I make is
true.
from popping caps. So
You did save us a shit ton of money by popping our ex-manager. We should make a commercial about that. Want to save money? Pop your manager.
it may have cost us a couple of dollars here. I mean, not
He
to-
was embezzling from us. You
Yeah.
saved us money.
Yeah, he was fucking stealing straight off the top.
Yeah, but the thing is, the guys that came that were, I guess we were
The
supposed to have.
Continental Brands.
Yeah, I feel like I probably should have capped them too.
We'll take the week. It'll all the.
He didn't
downtime
sound
that
like he
will
wanted
give-
to wait a week, man.
It'll give me time to write new songs too.
Good, make
ASAP.
another fuck
Well,
continental
ASAP.
one.
Yeah, I hope last night that
ASAP.
asshole inspired you for another one.
Just as long as we know that this guy that helped you out is only working for some opposing corporation.
Other corporate. Of
Well, I
course.
mean, obviously
He's gotta
who
be.
else? He's got an interest in fucking slamming Continental. Not
That or he's a
I'm
runner.
not happy
which
with
is
that.
fine because for now his lines are aligned with ours. The second they're not,
Yeah.
Wouldn't shock me if he
cut
was
it.
a fucking employee of the company.
That'd be
Or
amazing.
another wage slave.
there's no wage slave that has money like that.
I'm just paranoid, that's all. But I
No,
just
I don't
assume
disagree.
You have a right to be. We're in Night City.
Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean you're wrong.
All right, fine. I'll call Mr. Whiteback.
It'll ring for a bit, and he'll finally pick up, and you'll see that avatar kind of fizzle into existence. He's like, yes.
Not this upcoming Saturday, but the Saturday after, at your chosen venue.
Very well.
Sounds good. We'll see you there, or maybe we won't. We'll be there.
I won't be there, but I will make arrangements.
Sounds good.
And you'll hear in the background like a voice that actually sounds just like his go, run subroutine B. And then the avatar will kind of basically get the little fuzzy again, and then the call will go dead.
Okay.
There's no way for me to tell if this guy is a net runner or not, is there?
You can look him up on the net.
You
Second
have
we
the
get somewhere where
abilities
there's
to
a
do
net
these things.
connection.
Oh, you guys are in Night City right now. You have a connection to the data.
Good. What do I need to roll for that?
Let's do a library search because we have fun with those.
Sure, why not? I have that. For some weird reason, I fucking have that.
Yep.
14.
Not bad. 13 was what you needed as a standard difficulty for this to kind of go out and start seeing what's the word on BBSs, do some searches, write maybe a couple of subroutine search programs to see when he gets mentioned. Going back for about 2 years, you start hearing reference or seeing like snippets of conversation come across your virtuality glasses about this avatar calling itself Mr. White that has popped up at different corporation billboards and BBSs. People think it's an AI.
That's not an AI.
Maybe.
What was he doing on those billboards? Just kind of popping up and disappearing?
No. What it seems to have been is that he's been arranging negative attention towards certain corporations across the data pool. So Continental's one of them. Continental's the biggest one. There was some stuff that went down with All Foods and Biotechnica. There was some stuff that went down with Arasaka. And ironically, because it's attached to Arasaka by virtue of the person who runs it, Danger Girl Detective Agency, which is run by one of the Arasaka heirs. He was basically stirring up some negative attention and exposing some of their more, I guess, emails people weren't supposed to be seeing.
Their dirty dealings.
Yeah, he was kind of airing some of their dirty laundry on these boards for some of these corporations. Low-level account execs all the way up to like, assistant vice presidents, AVPs. So he's been pretty active. Now, as far as Z's knowledge of AI, they exist.
Sure.
They 100% fucking exist. They're mostly hidden in the old web, and that's the way that NetWatch really wants them to stay. But whether or not this guy is, it's really no way to tell, but that's the rumor. People are suggesting that he's potentially an AI.
I would say it would make very little sense for an AI to be targeting specific companies for specific reasons.
You've never read Gibson.
No, I haven't.
Nate got the joke. So, but yeah, no, it's people are just talking about him being an AI because nobody's ever met this individual, and somebody who has as much, I guess, heat to be able to pull secrets from the corpse that this guy does. You'd think they want to brag about it. This person never does,
unless they want to stay alive. It's a good idea to not brag about that shit if you'd like to stay alive.
Yeah, but if nobody knows your name in Night City, you aren't alive anyways. You don't care. You don't matter. You don't exist.
But everyone knows Mr. White.
No, this is
We're all
more
just
like
a number, man. We have no identity.
This is not a guy who's like out there. You had to dig for this.
Okay. People think you're talking to a fucking AI, Vox.
I don't care what it is or what he is.
I'm thinking either he's a runner or he has an entire fucking fleet of runners for some of the shit he's pulled.
Cares, man? He just got him fixed up.
The person who's curious as to whether or not this dude's a runner or some corpo.
I mean, I'm not curious.
You're not.
Referring to me, I don't give a shit.
I want to know which devil we signed a deal with.
I mean, I didn't sign shit. Somebody opened a door and I walked in.
Yep. CD, think you can make a list?
Box fixed, man, and it's fixed in Terra.
Over the course of the next week, can you make a list of about $20,000 worth of shit we can burn?
Yeah, I can do that right now. I'll just write down a $20,000 guitar.
Real wood.
Just top of line shit for each of us, man.
I would like
and you need a microphone.
I would like one real ocelot.
We not burn an animal, please.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're gonna keep it.
Yeah, we're just gonna do what we normally do, but also have a real live ocelot
chilling on stage for no fucking
because
reason.
Why not?
Yeah.
So,
they're fucking crazy.
So you guys driving back towards the hotel you're staying at, or just kind of cruising?
Well, I believe they wanted me to go back to the hotel, so I'll drive back there at a regular pace, at a normal clip.
Yeah. So the drive back, it's just normal traffic. You're just driving through the red lights, going to deal with all the crazy fucking asshole drivers, especially in New Westbrook, where people drive like they own the road because they probably think they do. Once you start getting down more towards, Haywood in the industrial park, things kind of open up a bit in terms of road space that's clear to you. You make it back to the hotel, probably about 20 minutes. Not any issues on the way, nothing weird going on. You do notice that once you get to the hotel, that gunfire you've been hearing when you were down here earlier is all done. It's done now. It's all gone. It's quiet. There's still gunshots in the distance and some rapid fire and maybe a couple explosions, but it's Night City. This stuff happens all the time.
Okay.
So then, yeah.
I'll just head back to the hotel and get out and go back into the room because I don't give a fuck and go back to sleep.
So you hit the fucking bed again and just like, fuck it. You take another nap. Go back to sleep.
I'll be chilling because Polly's going to be working on me for a while. And then when Polly's done with me, she's got my armor to fix.
All right.
Because my armor lost like 3 or 4.
Yeah, your armor got fucked up by that explosion.
Yeah, I got my ass whooped.
So from what I read on Netrunning, I can see the layout from the first floor of a building, but I can't connect to the other floors, correct?
You have to actually enter the architecture first. Once you're in the architecture, you can do basically a Pathfinder check or a scanner, and you can get essentially a layout of the entire architecture for the net. But if your roll to basically scan the area doesn't beat a password difficulty, you get blocked to that password. Like however many floors deep it is, it doesn't matter. That's where it stops you. But you can get pretty much everything that's connected. You get like a map of the architecture.
How close is the Continental Brands district or regional branch, whichever one the fucking halls run?
It's in the combat zone.
Well, the CZ is my area of expertise.
I think it's mine too.
Well, yes, but you're resting.
Yeah. That
We're
is
not
true.
going out there.
I am definitely resting.
And I'm working.
No, yes, the South Night City combat zone is the one that I'm local expert on.
I'm contemplating, taking a walk by just to see.
Is yours the same, or are you in the old combat zone, Jess?
I don't think I specified which combat zone.
Because there's 2 different ones. There's a South Night City combat zone and then the old combat zone.
Yeah. So the branch the halls are from is in the old combat zone, right on the edge of Old Japantown.
Okay.
That's where they're at currently. And so what you will do if you want to set that up is you go to that location, get within 8 meters. Well, after Polly upgrades your shit, get within 8 meters, jack in, do a Pathfinder, and then cloak yourself so you can get a layout of what's going on there.
Yeah, run Sia or Eraser.
Right.
Cloak yourself.
Which I have.
Hack it.
So yeah, once Polly upgrades the stuff, I can go run. I'm not gonna bring my demons yet, my Oni.
So you just basically want to do a drive-by.
Pretty much. I just want to get the architecture so I can start. I can take it back to the boys and let them know how many floors I need to go up, and how much they're gonna have to defend me while I'm fucking doing this.
Okay. All right. So Polly is, I believe, doing Vox's.
Yeah.
If she's if she he can fucking get some painkillers in him, so that when painkillers kick in, he won't be moving when I do shit.
All right, it's going to take you
fucking agent.
about 2 hours to do each procedure on the deck. So you've got to put in the insulation wiring, and then you have the range increase module that you want to put in. So let's take a look and see.
That's right, because I wanted to.
Would this be regular tech, or would this also be Cybertech?
It's not going to be cyber. It's not Cybertech. Cybertech's strictly implants. So I'm thinking this is probably going to be a basic techs. Actually, electronics will be the role for the wiring, and then basic tech will be for the module, because the module is pseudo plug and play. Yep. So electronics will be because you're rewiring.
You want that roll first?
Yeah, we'll do that one first. So I'm going to say it's going to be a 15, but it doesn't matter because you got 17, which is awesome. So the 2 hours go by, and as Z watches, Polly basically completely dismantles your cyber deck. And is just going through, pulling out the old wiring, and starts slowly laying this new track of wiring that you got from Raphael at the night market. And there are a couple times where she kind of pauses. You kind of see her bring that tool hand underneath her chin and kind of think for a second, and like maybe the drills or something will be spinning. Then she goes right back down into it after she kind of plots how she wants to fix the wiring to make it more efficient.
Yep.
And after about those 2 hours go, she's just about got it ready to be put back together when she stops and goes, okay, that's done. Now it's time for the module. And you see her go to the case, flip it open, the module's there. And Polly can see now that the cyber has been completely dismantled where that module gets pulled out of and where this one gets put in. The connections are a little bit off, though. they're not quite like the modules for an older cyber deck. Like one's probably low quality at this point in time.
I'll go through my bag and see if I have any adapters, shit like that.
You can whip something together because essentially Z has a 1945, excuse me, a 2045 cyber deck. The part you have is for a 2020 cyber deck. So it's going to take a little bit of finagling. Now, the basic tech is going to be to make sure that it can actually fit and work in this cyber deck, and that's going to be a 15 as well.
I think you got it.
And you roll the 20. So essentially, you pull the old one out and you start looking at its connections, and then you grab the one that you just got, the older, the enhanced range module. You see the differences. You kind of root through some of the spare parts you guys managed to gather over the course of your journeys, and you find a way to make it work. And basically, 15, 20 minutes later, you've got a module that could pretty much just plug and play directly into this new cyber deck. You toss it in, put it back together, it powers up. It seems to be working just fine. Z can give it a quick test.
Yep.
And
I'll go ahead and I'll slide it over and start putting my stuff away. Test it out before you leave.
You slide it on, hit the power button, slide your goggles over your face, and you can see that your effective range for linking has increased to the 8 meters.
Nice. Looking good.
All right.
I'm gonna go take a trip.
Okay. So, with Z's cyber deck now upgraded, what programs are you loading into it?
See an eraser right now.
Now, with your deck...
I'm not bringing the big guns until it's go time.
Okay, well,
this is supposed to be just a quick drive-by.
With your deck quality, how many can you load at once? Because you can have more than 2, unless you have a really, really crappy one.
Hold on. I have that written down somewhere.
Just so you guys are aware, and I'll say it again when Nate gets back, and Ray, if you can add it to Sean's sheet. Everybody's getting 1,600 credits.
Alrighty.
Ray.
Because that's the cut from the 8K that I got while I was
people
out
already spent it.
Yeah.
Oh, they already got their money?
Yeah, Tyra dispersed it.
all right,
no,
cool.
you didn't disperse it.
Yeah, we took it last game so we could go to the night market.
I spent out of what I still had on me.
Well, then you get the extra.
Absolutely.
Go for it.
Get it right now.
How much did you say, Jeff?
1,600.
Okay. All right.
I have a 7-slot deck, right?
Yep, so you can have 7 programs active, 7 programs loaded at once. To swap a program out, it takes an hour, just so you're aware.
That's fine. I can
Yikes.
grab
Yeah.
CS/Eraser, which is the same program.
Right.
Take Armor and Viz Bolt in case I have to, cut and run. I'm not going to run Worm or anything like that until it's go time.
Right.
You should go with CD.
What about me?
If you don't
You should
mind
back
standing
her up.
outside for 20, 30 minutes.
No, I don't mind at all.
Cool.
Safer that way. Polly, she's going to be working on my throat most of the night anyways.
Yeah.
Totally
Let's go.
fine.
Let's go do a drive-by. I only have to be within 8 meters of the damn place to run a quick scan.
Okay.
Start getting a layout.
All right. Yeah, I'll make sure that all of my shit is stowed, but in the smuggly areas where
The smuggly area.
yeah, like the undercarriage, the
Right. Yeah,
the dead drop, whatever.
because Max did get smuggling compartments on the vehicle, so that's not an issue at all.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just giggling about the technicality of the term smuggly area.
That is a professional term.
It is a...
Right.
Only professionals are allowed to use that term. It's a very important
enough.
term.
Oh,
Well, so the question I have here actually is Polly operating on the cyberware in the hotel room or in the car?
Hotel room.
Okay, so you guys just stay back in the hotel while they take the
Yes.
SUV. No problem.
Yes.
No problem at
Yeah,
all.
because I can't. I am not doing this while moving.
no.
Right, that gets a little hairy, to be completely honest.
Yes.
Probably a wise choice. So,
I'll definitely have my weapons with me. I'm not leaving them in the vehicle just in case we get jumped. I mean, weirder shit's happened.
that's fair enough. So CD and Z head on down to the vehicle, hop in the SUV. You guys hear it inside the hotel room as it kicks over, and they drive off. All right, so that's where we're going to wrap this episode with the mystery of Mr. White out there. Is he an AI? Is he not? Is he just a net runner? Z has her theories, and we'll see where that goes. However, he has helped them out of a rather expensive bind with Tyra and with Vox's medical care, in exchange for them playing shows, really broadcasting their anti-Continental Brands songs. So whatever Mr. White's up to, they have no idea, and it seems right now that they don't really care. So we'll see that show, and with the next episode, Z is getting ready to make a quick run by Continental Brands and check out their net architecture. And we'll see where that goes next episode. Until then, have fun.